Salute, salute. I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. Polygamy Relationships, Part 3. Hold your horses. This is still Miss Parker's show. However, I will be Miss Parker's co-host over here on the Miss Parker show. This is not Shank Rock's show. This is Miss Parker's show. I'm just her co-host. I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration, and I appreciate everybody for pulling up. This is part 3. We done part 2 yesterday at 7:30 on this same channel, and we done part 1 on my Shank Rock Films channel. If I could get moderators to drop that link to the part 1 of this demonstration. So if anybody want to start from the beginning, part 1 and then part 2, that part 1 is on the Shank Rock Films channel. So if I could get some moderators to drop that link to Shank Rock Films. Salute to everybody that's catching this on the replay. Salute to everybody that's watching from the clouds. Salute to all of the moderators. Salute to the Rock Squad, the Memphis sector, the Beef sector, the Black sector. Salute to all sectors, and a special salute to the Mode 3 sector. And I got to give a big salute to the host of this channel, Miss Parker. Let me salute individually, and then we will get into this demonstration. Salute, Nisi. Salute. Appreciate you for pulling up. Salute, Tina, Pee-wee. Salute, Miss Parker. I appreciate you for sharing your platform with me. Salute. All right, let's chop it up. And if you would like to support the channel, you can purchase a super sticker, a membership, or a super chat. The $ symbol is in the comment section. Just click on that $ symbol and you will be able to purchase a super sticker, a super chat, as well as a membership to the channel. What comes along with purchasing a membership, Miss Parker has some videos that she only has for members only. So there are some videos on her channel that's only for members. So if you purchase a membership, you'll have access to those videos. The super chats, if you would like to get your comment noticed, if you would like to get your question read and answered, send it in a super chat. I answer, and Miss Parker, we answer all super chats. Sometimes the chat just be moving too fast, so we can't concentrate and we can't keep up with the chat. Salute positive vibes. Salute positive vibes. I see one of my troublemakers has landed. Positive vibes. So if you put it in a super chat, all super chats will be acknowledged. Let's go, y'all. Polygamy Relationships, Part 3. Part 1, we just basically touched off on the basics of a polygamy relationship. And we know a polygamy relationship most of the times are between one man and multiple women. But in part 2, we were able to touch just a little bit off on women being in a polygamy relationship, but a woman having multiple men. Appreciate that new membership, Callie. Appreciate that new membership, Callie. Appreciate that. So I'm sure everybody's seen the thumbnail, and on the thumbnail, it is a female with 2 men, and one of the men had 2 children, and then the other man has 1. Salute, have you seen this podcast? Appreciate you for pulling up. There is some women that's in those kind of relationships. And I know for the fellas, because we chopped it up last night, and I know for the fellas, it's a hard pill to swallow, because for us men, you know, we had egos. In a situation like that, a relationship like that, for us men, we're going to get into our feelings. But it's no different from women being in a polygamy relationship with one man and they getting in their feelings. Salute pressure, salute pressure. So I asked this question last night and I'm going to ask it again. Do y'all feel that it's double standards? That's a double standard when it comes to females. Salute Juanita. Appreciate you for pulling up. Why? Salute Miss Callie, Miss Callie's Kitchen. Why is it okay for men to have multiple women and us men expect for those women to be on one accord? Us men expect those multiple women to get out their feelings. Well, if it's the roles are turned around, if the roles are reversed, then why can't us men get out of our feelings? Y'all let me know. Ladies, if y'all feel that it's double standard when it comes to y'all, drop a 1. And fellas, I really want us to put our egos aside. I know it's going to be hard to put our egos aside. I mean, you know, for a man and he's sharing a woman with another man and he knows about this. And okay, so you mean to tell me I'm going to be downstairs taking care of the children, or I'm going to be in the laundry room doing laundry, or whatever it is in the house that needs to be done. I'm taking care of this, knowing that it's another man upstairs in the room with my woman. I know for us fellas, that could be an ego trip, but it ain't no different from a woman downstairs attending to the children and her man is upstairs with one of the sister wives. What's the difference? My opinion, I think it's double standards. I think it's double standards. And I spoke on this yesterday. Why is it that if a man had multiple women, why is that looked upon as some type of honor? But if a woman have a high body count, why does she get shamed? Why does she get talked about? Somebody make that make sense. Miss Callie says, I'm into poly and prefer it, to be honest. Miss Callie, it's a lot of females and it ain't a new thing. There's nothing new under the sun. This been going on. It been going on. It's just many years ago, it was taboo. Salute Cape Cod, salute Cape Cod. And not that it was taboo around the whole world. It was only taboo in certain countries, particularly the United States of America. Salute Sages, salute Sages. Ms. Parker says, Ms. Callie's Kitchen, why do you prefer poly, sis? Ms. Callie says, people think poly is all about sex. It's not. And that's what I was explaining. It's not all about sex. It's not. But that's the first thing an immature mind is going to think. Salute Sabrina. Ms. Callie says, Ms. Parker, because I just feel like teamwork make the dream work. To me, that's facts. And when I covered the situation with the one man that had, I think it was 4 sister wives, that's basically what they were saying. The same thing that Miss Callie was saying. Teamwork makes the dream work. Pee Wee says it's economically smart too. I mean, and that's facts, y'all. That's facts. And I don't mean to bust nobody's bubble. I don't mean to bust nobody's bubble. Salute Monica. Blessings, Monica. I don't mean to bust nobody's bubble, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. How many of us are sure that their man or their woman ain't cheating on them? I've been cheated on before. And in a million years, you couldn't tell me that my girlfriend was cheating on me. I've cheated on my girlfriend before. And in a million years, she could never vision it. She said, out of all the men that I dealt with, I never would imagine you to cheat. So that's something that we really got to ask ourselves. Do we really know whether or not our significant other is being faithful to us? That's all I'm saying. And I don't mean to bust no bubbles. But can we be sure? Salute, Carolyn. Salute. Positive Vibe. Salute. Positive Vibe says, I can't do not poly. Like one of the females said, Juanita says, Shank, the way my mind's set up, it won't work. I might become jealous. And I can understand that. Because as I stated before, that will be my only issue. Salute, Vibrant. Salute, Vibrant. But by me being more seasoned now, I know now, of course, with the situation, like let's say for me and Miss Parker, me and Miss Parker been together for 2 years. So for us, that would be negative. That would be out the question. Okay, that would be out the question. She got feelings for me. I got feelings for her. She gonna get jealous about me. I'm gonna get jealous about her. So I understand that part. But as I was stated, and I see you, Miss Callie, I'm gonna come to your comment, Miss Callie. As I stated before, if I'm just putting myself, I'm using me for an example. If I just met a female and if there wasn't no feelings there, and you know, we decided like, look, like Miss Callie said, teamwork makes the dream work, I would be with it. I would be with it. And I'm gonna flip it around because I don't want to, you know, be I don't want the double standard. I don't want to fall under the double standard category. If she came to me, now it got to be when I don't got feelings for her. I'm going to be honest. And if she come to me and she say, look, you know, we struggling, or look, I mean, I got this dude, you know, this dude can make some things happen, whatever it may be. You know, would you have a problem with me dating you and this dude? Now, if I ain't got feelings for old girl, I'm going to rock with it. I'm going to be like, all right, I'll be like, let me meet my man. Let me meet dude first to make sure me and him on the same accord. And as long as me and my man on the same accord, I will rock with it. Miss Callie says, me and my ex had a girl, but had to let her go because she didn't comprehend that he was our man. We all worked, we all cleaned, we all contributed, but she was too busy worrying about me. Right. And that's going to be a problem. I see you, Tommy. Salute, Tommy. I see you. Salute, Pressure. I see you. Miss Callie says, Juanita, yeah, you can't be jealous because it'll never work. And that, if like I said, for me, if I can have the jealousy in me, if I can have that on the side, I'm good. But it gotta be, and I'm just speaking for me. I can't speak for nobody else. I'm just speaking for me. For me, if I got feelings for the female, then I couldn't share her with another dude. And if I got feelings for her and she got feelings for me, I understand if she couldn't share me with other women. But I still think financially, business-wise, and just emotional and just all the way around a monopoly board, I do feel like polygamy relationships are good relationships, but it just depends on the individuals that's involved. Salute, Tom. Salute, Carolyn. I will be dropping the link. I will be dropping the link in a few. If anybody wants to hit the panel and chop it up with me, please feel free to hit the panel. I just ask that you refrain from any profanity. No B word, no A word, no S word, no F, no D. Just please, out of respect for Miss Parker, please, no profanity. Juanita says, my point, Miss Callie, I got to be Miss Callie says, Miss Parker, I know, sis, you'll be ready to knock a big. Right. I know too, Miss Callie. Salute, spoken fact. Salute. Appreciate you for pulling up. Sabrina says, poly is not for me. And it's not for everybody. Everybody is just not wired that way. Juanita says, my point, Miss Callie, I know how I am. I'm going to drop the link, Tommy. Hold tight for a minute. I will be dropping the link. Positive Vibe says, well, you already bald, Shank, so not much to worry about. My troublemaker she just love to roast me, you know? And what can I say? Salute and a big shout out to my troublemaker, Positive Vibe. She says, well, you already bald, Shank, so not much to worry about. Precious says, clean. Miss Parker says, I need to calm down some. Miss Parker laughing at Positive Vibes. Okay, let's see what my other troublemaker has to say, Cape Cod. Cape Cod says, the rapper Kevin Gates has an interesting philosophy on that topic. Talk to me, Cape Cod. Talk to me. You could either talk to me in the chat or either you could hit the panel when I drop the link. But talk to me about what Kevin Gates has to say. Cape Cod says, troublemakers keep it real. Yeah, and y'all keep roasting me. Miss Callie says, it also works out for me because I'm bisexual. I love women just as much as I love men. And that's what one of the women that was in the polygamy relationship, that's what she said. She said, well, and I think she was the first wife. She was the first wife. And, you know, she was like, look, he gonna cheat. And she said, I'm into women as it is. So if I'm into women and if my man, if he cheat or if he gonna cheat, then, hey, we might as well do this thing the right way. And in my opinion, I think that's a cool way. And I respect that. Hey, ladies, all ladies are not into women. But it is a lot of ladies that are into women and men. And hey, I'm coming, y'all. Salute, Roast. I see you, Big Roast. Salute. Shank, show me your leg. There go, have you seen this podcast? It don't take much for the troublemakers to come out, even on Miss Parker platform. And once again, everybody, I'm not taking over Miss Parker's platform. Me and Miss Parker will be sharing the platform. She invited me to be her co-host. So this is still Miss Parker's platform. I'm just a co-host. Salute, Rose. I see you, Rose, Big Rose. I have you seen this podcast. All right. Y'all want to roast the old man. All right. Salute, Pretty Eyes. Salute, Pretty Eyes. Appreciate you for pulling up. Salute, Pretty Eyes. Precious says that dude is different in his own way. Right. I'm going to be dropping the link shortly, y'all. I'm going to be dropping the link shortly. Juanita says, Miss Callie, that makes a difference for you. Right. And that's what she, like I said, she was pretty much saying the same thing that Miss Callie is saying. Like Miss Callie saying, she like, look, I'm already in the females. I'm bisexual. You know, I'm already in the females. So it is what it is. You know? Yeah, Pretty Eyes. I'm glad you made it to the live too. We all know that YouTube has been tripping, you know, with a lot of the content creators, me as well, Miss Parker, and a whole list of other content creators and YouTubers. You know, YouTube has really been tripping. So I'm definitely glad that you were able to make it to this demonstration, Pretty Eyes. What I do is, if you're not following me on Facebook, on my Facebook group, Justice for All, follow me on my Justice for All Facebook group. I post all the demonstrations on the Facebook group. Also, you can follow me on Instagram or even Miss Parker. You can follow me at Shank Rock on Instagram, and I do send out the links, you know, to everybody on Instagram. or you could just check my community wall or either Miss Parker's community wall. And then that way you'll know, when the demonstration is going to be. Appreciate you, pretty eyes. Appreciate you. Let me drop the link. I know y'all tired of hearing me. So let me drop the link and get some other people's perspectives. Remember, out of respect for Miss Parker, please, no profanity. So I dropped the link. Once again, please, no profanity. But I mean, like I said, it has always been around. It was just taboo. But, with social media, and for me, social media is a blessing and it's a curse. It could be a blessing for you or it could be a curse. K. Carr says, Shank, you got a few little hairs on top of your head that the razor missed, so you're good. My troublemakers. I'm going to remember that, K. Carr. Let me see if I got a picture, a throwback picture of Cape Cod. I'm waiting for Positive Vibes to send me a throwback picture. Let me see if I got a throwback picture of Cape Cod. All right, let me ask the ladies this. Okay, most of y'all have stated that y'all couldn't share y'all man with multiple women. How do y'all feel about you as a lady? How do y'all feel about having multiple men on y'all team? Drop a one as a lady if y'all could see yourself with having multiple men and everybody on the same accord. For the ladies, drop a one. Because I think that's beneficial. But like Callie and a couple of them were saying, it's not all about sex. See, that's the first thing that comes to the immature mind, especially for a man, especially for a dude. That's the first thing coming to his mind. But the polygamy relationships, in my opinion, aren't for the immature minds. Juanita says, now, Shank, I was wondering, what if one of his wives wanted another man and the mic, how would that play out? And that's a good question. Now, for me, I that would be a part of the game that I just wouldn't roll with. I would be like, look, dude, it's your turn. Go handle your business. I'm not going to, indulge in it, me, you, and another female, but you're more than welcome to go handle your business, But that's a good question, Juanita. Pretty Eye says, I live in a state where polygamy was once legal. Just saying. What state? And do you know of any of the polygamy relationships that might be still around? Salute, Kenny Reed. I see you down there, Kenny Reed. Appreciate you for pulling up, Kenny Reed. Pretty Eye says, it would be a great business partnership. I think so. I think the bigger picture, business-wise, it just would be smart. Imagine if it's 4 of y'all in one house. That's 4 incomes. Especially nowadays, prices are up. Salute, Zena. Salute, Zena. Juanita, that's a good question. Salute, Zena. Salute, Kenny Reed again. Miss Callie says, Juanita, that typically won't happen or even be allowed in a polygamy relationship. Right. Because usually when you in them type of relationships, everybody is on the same accord. Now, I know once everything play out and, I guess after months or years being together, I know feelings. I know how it is when you catch feelings. But in those polygamy relationships, from the door, everybody know what it is. From the door, everybody know what it is. Salute, Zena. Sabrina says, I believe only one woman can truly hold a man's heart. Even if he is in a poly relationship, he would still favor one over the others. And that's a good point. That's a good point. I wanna go somewhere with it, but that's a good point. I'm gonna just stay with that, and I'm gonna respect that because that's a good point. Even though I wanted to go to another level with that comment, Sabrina, but that's a good point. That's a good point. I respect that. Utah, Shank, and yes, I do, but it's something I wouldn't do because they married their wives underage and heard horror stories. Right, right. Yeah, I'm familiar with that as well. Pretty Eyes out in Utah. Yep, yep. Juanita says, I can barely deal with one man, so it's a no for me. I feel you. I feel you. Pretty Eyes, yes, I've definitely heard stories as well. Kenny Reed says, my relationships. I hear you, Kenny Reed. You're welcome to hit the panel, Kenny, and join me on the panel and chop it up with us. Spoken Fact says, agree, Sabrina. Miss Callie says, Sabrina, it does happen like that sometimes, but it's not supposed to, right? And as I stated yesterday, yes, Miss Parker, a lot of predatory, like I stated yesterday, the successful rate is higher when it comes to polygamy relationships compared to one-on-one relationships. Like most polygamy relationships are successful. However, it's a minority of one-on-one relationships that are successful. But when it comes to feelings, let's talk about these feelings. Let's talk about these feelings. Give me a minute, y'all. I got to check my email. Somebody sent me on an email. Okay, Kenny says, I've been trying to hit panel, Shank. This new phone ain't working with me. Okay, I feel you, Kenny. I feel you. Pretty Eyes says, in the polygamy relationships, the wives all stay home and only the man works. And that's not a good way to go about it. I think only one or two should stay home and the rest work. Yeah, I don't know how that will work out. I don't know how that will work out. I mean, if if I was in a polygamy relationship with multiple women, I would expect, not all of them, but I would expect at least two of them to contribute financially. That's how I would carry it. Like for me, as I stated earlier, I wouldn't be in it just for the sex. No, no, no. I that wouldn't be my intention. My intentions would be financial gain. Mine would be financial gain. So it would have to be me and at least two of them working. Now I know, like in the Middle Eastern countries, and I know in a lot of those countries, I know that the man is the sole provider. I know it's all about if the man can provide financially for all of his women or all of his wives. And I mean, hey, it is what it is. But I'm just speaking for me. And like I said, everybody is wide different. Some men would feel like, if I'm going to have multiple wives, if I'm going to have multiple women, I want to be able to take care of all of them. And that's fine. That's cool. For me, if I had multiple wives or multiple women, it would be the reverse. For me, it would be for, look, okay, it's me and 4 women. All right. How many children we got? All right. We got, amongst everybody, we got 8 children. Right. Spoken facts. You know what I mean? We got, so 2 of them, I'm going to be doing a full time. And 2 of them going to be doing a full time. And then the other 2 going to do part time. Communication is the key to any relationship. Everyone got to know their role and what is expected. Correct. Correct. And see, I think going into any type of relationship, communication is key, and both agree on some rules to follow. And I think that, and y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that what messes up a lot of relationships, and drop a 1 if y'all feel the same way that I feel. I think what messes up a lot of relationships, sex. I think a lot of relationships don't last because of sex. I think that when 2 people first start kicking it, I mean, let's be honest. For us men, and I know it's going to be some men out there that's going to debunk what I'm saying, but fellas, let's be honest. When we see a woman off the rip, we thinking sexual thoughts. Now, after the first sexual encounter, then that's when where we going to place this woman at in our lives come into play. So now for the ladies, I know y'all wired different. Y'all wired different. But if the sex ain't good, ladies, keep it 100. Y'all ain't really trying to rock with old boy like that. Now, even if old boy might got some dough, he might got some other benefits that come along with him, y'all really ain't trying to rock with no dude that can't satisfy y'all sexually. I'm saying in the beginning. So the whole sex in the beginning is what happens, and that's what ruins a lot of relationships because it's lust. Okay, but instead of y'all, not all relationships go this way. There are a lot of relationships that start off without sex and start off good and last long time. So I'm not basing it on all relationships. I'm just saying, like, sex gonna either make that relationship or either break that relationship. It's gonna either make it or break it. And that's why when it comes to the polygamy relationships, an immature mind, he ain't gonna know what to do with that type of relationship. That's power. That's power. And he, an immature mind, an immature man, an immature male with multiple women, he gonna mess that money up. He gonna mess that money up. He gonna mess the church's money up. Because he's not going to see the bigger picture. He's only going to see what an immature mind sees. He only going to see the physical. He only going to see how many times a day he can go. Let me jump back to the chat. I don't mean to skip over nobody's comments. Pretty Eyes says, I'm not a jealous person. So, hey, maybe one day I'll try, but don't ask me to have no threesomes. Right. Let us know how that work out, Pretty Eyes. You got to make sure you come and pull up with us and let us know one day how that worked out. How often y'all have sex makes a difference too. It starts off frequency, then decrease to a little here and there to not, and that's my point, positive vibes. That was my point, you know. Like in the beginning, I mean, let's keep it 100, everybody. In the beginning, it's gonna start off and y'all gonna be getting it in. But you know, after a while, you know, and I don't know why it happens. Y'all can probably chop it up and explain it better than me. I don't know why the relationship goes from having sex multiple times till really not having sex, period. Y'all can chop that up. But it happens. It happens. It happens. And that's another thing that I was saying, Sabrina and Miss Parker. Most people confuse good sex with love. And that's what I was, you know, referring to as far as sex messes up a lot of the relationships, because going into a relationship, I mean, let's keep it 100. For men and women, if the sex is good, I'm staying. I mean, just speak for me. Y'all ain't got, you know, I get it, but let me just speak for me. If the sex is good, I ain't going nowhere. But the sex, the good sex, it could be confused for love. So that was the point that I was trying to bring home. Appreciate that, Miss Parker and Sabrina. Amanda says, how often do women fully get satisfied? At some point, sex isn't a main priority. And I will agree with you on that, Amanda, because I'm being honest again. It's hard. It's hard to sexually satisfy a woman. It is. It's hard pleasing y'all sexually because, of course, y'all can go and y'all can go. Whereas though with us, you know, let's keep it 100. Some of us is lucky to make it past that first round. Some of us. But most of us, we ain't making it past that first round. Unlike the women, well, we ain't making it once we get it. You know, I see you, Tommy. I'm going to bring you up. Hold tight, Tom. But the women on the other end, it's like once they get that, if they get that one thing off, oh, man, they want it. You know what I mean? They with it. And, you know, for us fellas, you know, we be banging. And, you know, and after 15 minutes, 20 minutes of banging, you know, we like, you know, we out. Old girl looking at you like, this it? So, I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming, Tommy. Amanda says, emotion makes sex better. Good point. Good point. Sex isn't everything for me. Stability and love is for me. Juanita says, there's more to a relationship than sex. If we come together and fill all our commitments to each other, then the sex is the bonus, in my opinion. That's a good one, y'all. That's a good one. Please feel free to purchase a super sticker, super chat, grab a membership, or donate to the channel. Miss Parker's Cash App is $CancerMeHappy. My Cash App is $ERICMCINT. I'm coming. Positive Vibe says, once that gasket is blown, that's it with y'all. That's facts. That's facts. However, some of us are able to keep it going after that gasket is blown, but the majority of us, nah, let me get mine one and I'm good. Give me about an hour or two. See, spoken facts. That's what I'm saying. Y'all know we can't get y'all no hour or two. Not even 20 minutes. Nah. 15. We good for 15. Now, I get up to the young boys. The young boys might be able to get y'all an hour or two. And that's why y'all ladies be sneaking off with them young boys. I heard about it too, ladies. That's another thing I wanted to talk to y'all ladies about. Why is it that y'all ladies will cheat on us older men for a younger guy? Y'all don't want to have that conversation, do y'all ladies? I got you, Tom. Miss Parker, you know I ain't lying, especially if you went hard that first round. I'm a giver, not a receiver, too, as well. So, yeah, I don't rely on being satisfied, because if he's satisfied, then I'm happy. Jump in, Tommy. The young men ain't lasting that long either now. Hey, what he said, I don't cheat, so I don't know. Come on, Tommy, talk to us.
I don't know, Shank. It's like, it's so many different nuances to it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We ain't going, because, and don't get me wrong, right? It ain't all with me. And I know for most women, listen, when sex is the big issue, she ain't feeling you like that, Slim. All right, trust me. When sex is the topic, your sex is the topic of discussion, she ain't feeling you like that. All right, because when you got a connection with somebody, and you know, just like a man, you know, when sex is your only connection, at that minute you be like, man, this shit boring. I'm sick of this.
No cussing,
It's time to
Tommy.
find me something.
No
Oh yeah.
cussing.
Oh, okay. It's time to find me something else to do. You know what I'm saying? And women, when from what I know, look, when sex is the bottom line of it, she ain't feeling him like that. All right, because look, for most of the women, they get into you way before y'all even have sex. You know what I'm saying? So I think the sex just going solidify is more on your end than hers. You know what I'm saying? And as far as, you know, trying to juggle a poly relationship, it's not it's not necessarily it's not necessarily like, is it a, can it work or not? It's because it's all about the people who participating in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the people who participating in it really feeling about it? You know, like, can we come to an understanding? Okay, can we agree on an understanding? And can we keep the understanding? And once we locked into this understanding, what about when things change? What about when the feelings change? What about, you know, listen, all those nuances, I don't know. I think it's just a powder keg. I mean, you know, and I just think in time, it's going to be detrimental, you know, to the actual relationship. I mean, I'm not saying it can't work. All right. But to me, in order for that situation to really have a long term, everybody got to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. All right, because everybody got to bring a certain level of non-caring to this relationship, because there's no way you can bring your full self to this relationship and be completely satisfied in it, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Because like I said yesterday, all right, we humans and we eventually going to choose. And if it's 2 or 3 of y'all, 4 of y'all in a relationship, eventually 2 of y'all going to connect more than the rest. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like you can hide it. Y'all live together. Y'all not going to be able to say, like, I may connect with her more than I connect with the other two. Naturally, I'm gonna start doing more for her. I'm gonna start giving her more attention. And then where do that leave the other two, 1 or 2? You know, it's not fair to them. So naturally, they gonna rebel against this. All right. They gonna rebel against this because it's human nature that they not getting what they want. So somebody gotta pay the piper. Who it's gonna be? You know, I done seen some situation where a guy had two women, you know what I'm saying? And the two women end up connecting more than
Right, right.
you know what I'm saying?
Ain't that something? Imagine, imagine you come home and both of their bags, all their bags packed, and they didn't jetted on you.
You know what I'm saying? Or got your bags packed.
Yeah, Miss Parker says, "Are you down with a poly, Tommy?"
It would really depend, Miss Parker. It would really depend. I mean, what kind of understanding do we have, Miss Parker? Is the understanding that you know what I'm saying? I'm a human being, and or do you expect some bionic Superman stuff out of me? You know, because at the end of the day, I'm still a man. I'm still a human being, and at some point in time, I'm gonna connect with one more than the other. Simple as that. You know, it gotta go that way because there's no way that I could connect with both of them three of them on the same exact level for long term. You know, that it just not, I just don't see how that could be possible. You're gonna be more attracted to one. You're gonna be more, emotionally, you know what I'm saying, connected to one. I mean, all of these different nuances create the bond. And then the bond gets stronger in time. And in time, it's gonna be undeniable to the other people that, it's something missing with them that's not missing with you and this other person. Now they feel a certain type of way in which they, because listen, we human beings, we cannot help the way that we feel. Okay, like trust me. Okay, and it's just like people try to deny, attraction is not a choice. All right, people can say what they want, but we are human beings and attraction is not a choice. Okay, you ever been involved with somebody, but she cool, but you just you ain't you. I mean, it's cool, but you might not be feeling that person like that. But they cool, but they keep trying to get you to feel a certain type of way about them that you just don't feel because they don't understand that attraction is not a choice, and you don't have a choice. You can't make yourself attracted to somebody that you just not attracted to. You know what I mean? And then that's when the blame game start. That's when the guilt and shame, and then it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. And when you're not wholly invested in a situation, listen, that's when all the nuances start falling out. You know, and in a poly relationship, okay, like I said, Shank, everybody gotta be 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and with a certain level of I don't care. Everybody gotta have a certain level of I don't care, because if you don't got that certain level of I don't care, you're gonna get your heart broke.
Yeah.
Now if you just in it for, like you said, the things you in it for, then that's automatically 1 foot in and 1 foot out because you ain't bringing your heart. You feel me? You bringing your motives. And you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, motives can last, especially when everybody got that level of understanding and can adhere to the expectations. You know, it's when you can't, is when the problem come in. You know, it's when the rules start changing and people start getting more involved, and people start getting more involved, and their feelings start, because listen, once you feel a certain way, you feel that way. You can tell yourself whatever you want. That's why my thing about a woman, and I couldn't do it with a woman having two men. Now, only way I could do that is if I ain't investing nothing. But if I'm a man. The more I'm investing, the more territorial I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? Because we men, and we already know, and the fellas, y'all already know. The minute you start investing in a woman, That's the minute you start having expectations of her. As long as you ain't investing nothing in her, you ain't got much expectations of her. But once you start investing in her, you already know. So I ain't got to explain that to the fellas. You know what I mean? But as long as, you know what I'm saying? Look, but the minute, hey, you know what I'm saying? Slim, you got to roll.
Yeah, that's why I said, for me, if I could keep the jealousy over here, I'm good. I'm good. But that's what I'm saying. If I got feelings for her, no. Because
right,
it's like you said, we human. I'm human. So the jealousy coming up out of me, whether I want it to come up out of me or not. It's like you said, we territorial, especially as men. Once I'm,
right,
doing what I do, treating her, whatever, woo 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 woo, it's in me. Now, if I get with her maybe 2 months, 3 months down, ain't no feelings involved, I'm with it. But if it's feelings there, I couldn't be able to do it.
yeah, but the problem with that is always, Shank, is what was your agreement? What was the level of commitment that everybody agreed to? Okay, because I'm telling you, she gonna hold you to it. She gonna try to hold you to it, and you thinking, look, I don't feel that way, and she not trying to hear that. That's not what you said. You already know. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, can it work long term? Yeah, if y'all got the right understanding with the right people, yeah, it definitely can work. But anything can set that thing off, man. Anything can set that thing off, and ain't nothing like hell like you gonna be going through in a house with 2-3 women that you not getting along with. Because we men and we don't like to argue. Why? Because arguing is a form of aggression, and men only know one way to deal with aggression, and that's with aggression. All right. So that's why my famous thing is the leave. The leave. When it's getting to that point, I gotta leave because I'm a man and I only know one way to deal with aggression, and that's approach the danger. You know what I'm saying? And this a woman, so you can't approach the danger. You gotta back down, and I don't like to back down. All right, I don't really know how to back down. So before it get to that level, I hit the door. You know what I'm saying? I hit the door because it caused problems. That's why men and their emotions don't mix, because them emotions mixed with testosterone equal violence.
Facts. That's facts.
You feel me? That's why I tell my sons, tighten up. Boy, you too emotional. No, you can't run around like that. You will be in jail. All right? Look, them emotions in a man don't work. They don't work. They'll work for a woman. All right, but because they don't pump that kind of testosterone. We pump all this testosterone. You mix it with with my emotions. Somebody's jaw get broke. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm in the central booking. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. So that's why as men, you notice how we communicate with how you will see two men communicate. We always communicate with a level of understanding that threat of violence is here. So we watch what we say to each other. We watch how we talk to each other. With a woman, that threat not there. She not watching what she say to you. She not watching how she talk to you. But some men can't distinguish. He goes straight into his emotions and that testosterone pumping, and before he know it, he done something he can't take back. So that poly relationship could be a problem. That poly relationship could be a problem. So I just don't know if I would want to seriously consider something like that. Now, a side piece, yeah, because the side piece, I can let her go at any time. You know what I'm saying? If I got a woman, right? It's just like with me, plenty of my side pieces. I'm gonna tell your woman, well, what you think she gonna do? You think she gonna leave me? Only thing she gonna do is make sure I never talk to you again. All right, and if that's what you're looking for, go ahead. I know you don't think you the first person I ever told her, you know what I'm saying, I slid off. You ain't gonna be the first person I ever told her that. Only thing gonna happen is you gonna disappear. That's it. Because once she find out about you, I can never talk to you again. You know what I'm saying? So that usually always do the trick and shut them up. You know what I mean? Because look, listen, I'm a man. I keep a level of understanding I try to keep a level of understanding with my women, whoever I'm dealing with, that look, I'm a man and I ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I might get a little trouble. You know what I mean? But look, but for the most part, I'm gonna do right by you. You know what I mean? Now, listen, some women can't handle that, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, baby girl, I understand you can't handle that. You can't handle that, then you might not want to deal with somebody like me. I keep it honest. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the most a woman can ask from a man, is that he be honest. You know what I mean? And I be honest.
Slide in, Miss Parker. Represent for the women, Miss Parker. Slide in, Miss Parker.
Well, like I was telling Pretty Eyes and Miss Callie and them in the chat, I'm looking at things different. Not saying that I'm down for the poly, but I totally understand about the teamwork and how some people find it okay, but to the jealous point of it, I'm definitely super jealous in our relationship. I am. I really am.
I know.
And Prettiest I said one thing, like she was saying, like, and it makes sense. She was like, let me see what she said. Let me go back. She said, Miss Parker, she said, I wouldn't be jealous of them loving on each other. I only get jealous if they all don't show me the same amount of love. So you don't think at all in these relationships that it's just total, we're all in, nobody's getting jealous. Everybody's just on the same level.
I'm sure, of course, at times, I'm sure of that. I mean, because, I'm sure feelings is there, But they be making it work. Come on, Miss Parker.
In the in any relationship, communication is the key. Is definitely the key. And I'm just saying for myself, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't, but I just know how I am.
Could you
Maybe
do it?
with further investigation, I could see, because I want to go back and look at Beautiful Nightmare, what she shared with you, and get a better outlook on it. Because I'm really not looking at it from their side of things. I'm only looking at it from my side of things. So it makes it's me being stuck on But then who knows, in the future it could work. You know what I'm saying?
Let me just slide in, and I don't mean to cut you off, Miss Parker. Would you be able to do it? Or let's say you don't got feelings for old boy. Let's say it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks in, a month in, and you don't got them feelings for old boy like that. And old boy come to you with the proposition. He got 2 sister wives already. You checking out sister wives. You like, all right, but it ain't no feelings there. And I know it's probably hard for me to ask you this, but let me ask you anyway. How do you think your response would be then if you ain't had no feelings?
Okay, so am I knowing it's going in like that he got 2 sister wives, or is it just like I just met him and he sprung it on me like, hey, just being honest with you, I do got two girlfriends.
Right. And say say your situation ain't the best, you know, financially and, you know, emotionally and things of that nature. You ain't in the best situation. And my man, you know, oh boy, he give you a nice proposition. And, you know, it's like, hey, if I get down with him, you know, I could come up. What would be your thoughts, or how would you carry it?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I could see myself doing it if I was single, and you know what I'm saying. It was a proposition, and I was in a situation at the time. I ain't gonna lie and say, nah, I wouldn't. I probably would, most likely. You know, my cousin. I remember, you know, her taking me to a bar, and she was like, she was definitely, they were swingers, and they had her and her boyfriend of 5 years had a relationship with another couple. And you know, at first I was, you know, I was in the club judging them. I was like, what? You know, like, I can't wait to go talk about this. But after, you know, observing and stuff, it was natural. They came off natural. They came off after meeting them and stuff like that. You seen a connection, and then we left as if they never even had that relationship in the club. You know what I'm saying? As if they wasn't going home together. You know what I'm saying? Her and her boyfriend of 5 years was still on the same level. It wasn't no jealousy. It wasn't no, because you know I could pick up on energy. It just wasn't that.
Could you see
But I
yourself?
was just like, how did they make it work? Like, I don't know. You know, maybe because my mind, I don't have a, I'm not open to everything. I got to be honest. I'm just not open, and maybe that's something I got to work on, being open minded to certain situations.
Could
But
you
go ahead,
see?
Shane.
My bad. Could you see yourself with 3 men? Okay. Could you see yourself with 2 men in a polygamy relationship?
Miss Parker, you just don't even strike me as that type. I mean,
Mm.
listening to you, I can't see that from you. Not saying that it's true, but I'm just saying that's my assessment of just hearing the way you. No, I just think you will make out better with it.
I know, Tommy, because it's hard with me. It's hard dealing with one relationship. I just got to be honest. You know what I'm saying? It's hard me being with one person.
I
The
know.
way my mindset, whatever, but the way my mindset is and stuff like that. Thing, you know, um, his problems is my problem. So to deal with another person, I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? It'd be too much. It is too much for me. I got to be honest. I can't.
I'm gonna let you finish, Miss Parker. Can I get a lady? Can I get a lady to join me, Miss Parker, and Tommy on the panel? If you could, Miss Callie, join us on the panel if you can, Miss Callie, and any other lady that can roll with a polygamy relationship. Please join me, Miss Parker, and Tommy on the panel. Please go ahead, Miss Parker. My bad. Finish.
Well, Pretty Ice T said, I've never tried it. I've always been a monogamy type of woman, but that's not working. So, hey, I definitely keep an open mind and see what can happen. And I'm not mad at her. Like, I respect that. Like, you know, like, hey, this ain't been working for me. So maybe, you know what I'm saying? Um, this just might work for me, you know. She said, hell, I can't keep one man, let alone one man and sister wife. I don't think, but I'm still thinking about it. And that's what I'm saying. It's already hard for me, Tommy, y'all, like for real. And again, I can't lie and say I'm not a jealous type person, because I am. And to see Shank look another woman in the eyes, the way he looks at me, or talk to her the way he talks to me, I don't think I can handle it.
You're gonna have a problem with that, all right? Because we humans, and listen, the boundaries gonna get established, but they gonna get broken because we human beings, and attraction is not a choice. Okay, your level of attraction for one person gonna be more than it is for the other. Okay, your emotional connection gonna be deeper than it is with one than it's gonna be with the other. And then once all those things intertwine, somebody is gonna feel left out. Somebody is gonna feel slighted. It's get ready to start being a problem. And that's when you get the situation where, all right, the woman got a problem with the other woman. All right, because let me tell you something about jealousy. It ain't actually something you can hide. Okay, now you might can tuck it away at certain points, but it's always gonna rear its ugly head whenever you're not getting the benefits you think you deserve, for what you feel like you putting up with, even though you agree to it. You agree to it, but you agree to everything to be the same and equal on all levels. When in reality, it just cannot move forward in that fashion. It cannot, because you're all human beings. And like I said, listen, in time, guess what? All the insignificant pieces is going to fall by the wayside. And Lord forbid you one of the insignificant pieces. You are going to feel slighted because that is not what you agreed to. That is not the boundary y'all set, but that boundary been broken. And it been broken because of human nature. Human nature is not something you can run from. Human nature is not something you can vote against. Human nature is not something you can agree that you're not going to adhere to. You can agree that you're not going to adhere to human nature all you want, but I'm telling you, human nature is going to take its course, whether you agree to it or not. And once it take its course, somebody is going to be hurt.
Okay, I got Juanita. Let Juanita slide in, Tommy and Miss Parker. Slide in, Juanita. Represent for the ladies one time.
Salute, Tommy. Salute, Miss
Hey,
Parker. Salute,
hey,
Shay.
Juanita.
Salute, Juanita.
I feel like this. I mean, to each his own. Whatever worked for somebody else, I know it might not work for me. I'm with Miss Parker. It's hard trying to be in one relationship, let alone in a relationship with two or three other people. Some way, somehow, I feel is gonna become complicated. Now I get the aspect as far as the financial part of it. Yeah, that sound good. If you in a financial bind and need help and y'all can come together as a whole, yeah, that would work for some people. But for me, it won't work. I mean, I'm not a jealous person per se, but if I see my husband loving up on another woman, I'm gonna feel some type of way. And I know how I'm wired. I'm end up in jail, point blank, because you know I'm just not gonna feel it that way. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I'm more like a biblical woman. I'm a one man woman. I stick with one man. I couldn't have that lifestyle. I couldn't see myself even if I was in a financial, you know, disturbing place or whatever. I don't think I can go that long. I would have to come up with another plan, another solution or something. But with everything
Juanita,
going,
real
yeah,
quick, since you said you're a bit, so can I ask y'all this? So I was reading some Bible stuff, and as I'm reading it, y'all tell me this. Am I tripping? What happened? Is it just modern times now? Because the men did have many wives
back
then.
then,
So
back
back
then,
then, so is it against the Bible? Because I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? I thought the men was supposed to plenish the earth. You know what I'm saying, and things like that. So
they supposed to be more. They supposed to be fruitful and multiply. But that's
Let,
not saying by having different wives to do so. Now I know back in the day, in the Bible days, they said, there were men that had many wives, and there's countries that still do that. But
Let me just invite Miss Callie. My bad, Juanita. Miss Callie, can you join us on the panel? Can you join us on the panel, Miss Callie, so you could give us your opinion, even though you gave it in the chat? But if you're able to join the panel, Miss Callie, can you join us on the panel? My bad, Juanita. My bad. I apologize. Come on back, Juanita.
no problem, Shay. But the way I see it now, Miss Parker, the way people, how people going about things nowadays, and they aiming all people because of this and that, it's gonna be some type of controversy with that. You understand what I'm saying? It's
Okay.
not like we living in them days where we was back 200-300 years ago. We're in a different time and place right now.
Yeah.
Let
You
me
understand?
get Pretty Eyes TV. I mean Pretty Eyes in. My bad, Pretty Eyes. I'm all jacked up. I'm gonna come back
You're
to
okay.
you, Juanita. Come on, Pretty Eyes. My bad.
I'm just saying. I mean, I was totally against the idea of it, but as because of all the horror stories I heard from polygamy and all that stuff. Um, but now the modern day, it may be beneficial. Like with inflation, everything's so much higher. Maybe more people that have a great communication, great connection, love each other, all want the same thing. Why not try it out? I'm not a jealous person. Like if I see, I've caught my boyfriend's cheating. I was like, she can have you.
Right.
It was no big deal. Like he wasn't mine to begin with, you know. And that's a relationship. You're not supposed to treat them as a belonging.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. I mean, but one relationship hasn't worked for me, so I don't know. One with many would work for me, but hey, I guess I don't know until I try it, right?
Well,
Right.
I would say I don't knock you if that's what you want to do. Everybody have a right to do what they feel or whatever. But speaking for myself, me personally, the way my mind's set up, it's not gonna work for me. It's just not. And that's how
Now,
I feel.
I never thought it would that would be an idea for me. But the more and more, I'm getting older, it may work out for me, that may be an idea. I've been single for so long, I don't even know if it would work out because I'm stuck, I know who I am, and being with another person, if they don't know who they are and aren't willing, to set down ground rules and whatnot, because yeah, emotions are going to get into it. But I think if you have communication and treat it somewhat as a business partnership, that
Hmm.
it could work out. And it could be, a long stability, for all of us.
Yeah, but my thing is, how would you control your emotions in a relationship like that if you treating it as a partnership or business, you
if you
know,
come if
contract?
you come in, see, of course, like where we at now, like, but if you come in like that would, let me just speak for me. Let me speak for me. And then y'all could vibe. Salute, E. Salute, E. Appreciate you for pulling up, E. Salute, E. Salute, Wheezy. Salute, Wheezy. Let me send out a quick salute, Marie. Salute any and everybody that I didn't salute. Now, coming into it, like I said, me coming into it, if I already got feelings, nah, it ain't gonna work. As Tommy said, we human. The jealousy that I tell y'all, I was very jealous in my younger days. It's coming. That jealous person in me, he coming. But if coming in, like I said, coming in, because for me, I'm just speaking for me. it takes a minute for me to get them feelings. It take a minute. I don't get those feelings right away. So,
Okay.
like I said, if I'm just meeting her, let's say, we didn't got down for the get down maybe 2 or 3 times. Let's say we got probably like a good month under our belt, and she come to me, or Eva, I introduce it to her, I'm with it. Let me flip it, because I gotta give the ladies they opportunity as well. Now, if she come to me and say, Shane, I need to talk to you, and I need to be honest. I need to know if you can handle what I'm about to say. All right, let's hear it. She give me that proposition, the same proposition that I would give her. First, I'm going to be like, let me holler at my man. Let me see old boy, because I can't gel with just no any and everybody. Now, when she introduced me into the other dude, if me and him on the same page, she come to me and she say, I got something going on with your day one, Tommy. I got something going on with your day one, Pee Wee. Oh, I'm with it. I'm with it. But if she say, I got this situation going on with old boy, I want to meet old boy. If me and old boy gelling, I'm with it.
Well, kudos to you. I think for me it would be a whole mindset change for me, and I don't think I could be easily persuaded like that, Shane.
All right.
I mean, even
Okay.
still coming from my husband, if my husband was to come and say something like that to me, I don't think I would even think twice about it.
See, that's different. That's what I'm saying. That's different, because y'all married. You got family.
We've been married for 13 years.
Right. That's different. Now, like, let's say like Miss Parker. See, Miss Parker be playing with me with it. And she don't, and I'm gonna add you out, Miss Parker. She be playing with me with it. Like, yeah,
Okay.
I think I could do something like that, Shane. And Tommy, I give it that look like, for real, let's get it.
She just playing with you.
Yeah, I give it that look, Tommy, like, for real. And then when I'm ready to put it in motion, she looking at me like I'm crazy. Yeah.
She stopped that. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
But the seriousness
You done
from
forgot about it and everything. I done forgot I even told you that.
right. But see, like I said, I can relate on a financial standpoint of it. If it's that type of partnership or businessship. But it's gonna be more to that, because in relationships you have sex, you make love, it's things gonna happen, and somehow some feelings gonna get involved. And like Miss Pretty Eyes said, I don't know if it was you or not, Miss Pretty Eyes said, what if you're not getting the attention like the other people getting attention? You're gonna feel some type of way. And that's where the conflict come in, like Tommy said.
And what I mean by that too is, I just want them to show me all the love. I could care less about them loving each other. Just show me all the love.
Yeah,
I'm
but see,
spoiled.
that might be the unraveling of the situation though, because like we humans, right? And that's what I mean when I say, what if you become the insignificant piece? What if you the one that become the insignificant piece? You gonna feel some kind of way, because number one, you would never agree to that. And so that's not what you agreed to. Y'all would agree that everything would be on the same level with everybody. But human nature gonna eventually take its course. And when human nature take its course, somebody gonna be left out. All the insignificant pieces gonna be left out. And Lord forbid you one of the insignificant pieces. All right, then that's when it's gonna be a problem. That's why when I seriously, because I'm a man. So naturally, the first thing I'm thinking about, first standpoint I'm thinking about it from is the fun standpoint. Okay, but when you get down to all seriousness, when all the fun in it is over and all the games been played, you know what I'm saying? And it's Tuesday morning and you don't feel like faking it. You know what I'm saying? That's when the problems start. That's when the problems start. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like you can hide your feelings for somebody, and she damn sure ain't gonna hide them for you. You know what I'm saying? She gonna boss up on the rest of y'all. All right, and I'm a man. I'm a letter. You know what I'm saying? So she might get the BMW, and you might be in the Uber,
See, but
and you gonna be
but
like,
if I'm
hold up.
treat,
And you're gonna be like, hold up, I ain't agree to this. This not what I agreed to.
but if I'm treating it like a business partnership, it's not going to be like that for me.
Yeah,
Right.
you can treat it to like a business partnership until your feelings get involved.
Even with feelings
And let me
involved.
tell you something. You could say what you want, but you cannot help the way that you feel. Nobody can.
Yeah, even if I've been cheated on. I mean, the man chose
We
other
all
women
been
over
cheated
me.
on, but
I
what we
don't.
talking about is the level of
What I'm saying is, I don't get jealous by that. If a man chooses another woman over me, I'm like, cool. Go on to the next.
Right.
But that's
I
not what you just
reevaluate
said. You just
myself,
said you wanted the
and
same level of understanding, right? You wanted the same level of
everybody has
treatment.
to be under it. Everybody
She
has to.
she ready to go. Pretty eyes ready to go.
Like communication. Communication is key. If we're all not on the same level, it ain't gonna work.
What I'm telling you is it's eventually not going to be on the same level.
Not if
It
I'm
might
treating
start
it
out
like a
that way.
business partnership, is
It
what
might
I'm trying
start
to
out that
say.
way, but it ain't going to end up that way. A business partnership going to be all fine till them feelings get involved.
But let me pose a question. Let me
I
pose the panel a question, and this is a question that just
Come on,
came to
Wanda.
I
mind.
just wanted to
Now, what?
respond to him really quick.
No. Oh, I'm sorry for cutting you
Just
off.
really quick.
Go ahead. I'm
um,
sorry.
so in a business that I work, I gain connections with my coworkers. When I'm fired, you know, that's it, that's all. I walk away from it. If I treat it like that with feelings involved and I'm the last one out, I can walk away fine.
Yeah, but what you saying is a completely different from a relationship. Okay, a business is not a business. You cannot put a business and a relationship in the same breath because they are completely separate entities.
The only thing is missing is sex.
That's not the only thing missing. You ain't
Because
got
you can
feelings.
gain real
You ain't
life,
got
you
feelings for
can
your
gain,
boss. And I'm a man. I can have sex without feelings.
yeah,
It's
you're
when
a
I
man.
get
Yeah,
feelings
I
is
get
when the
that. Like you
problems
can
start.
do that, but women usually don't. What I'm
Right.
saying is I can get connections with women too, like have a deep connection, and it's just as good as if we were having sex, but not having sex.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you can't do it. Okay, that's not what I'm
Oh,
saying.
I know. I know you're not.
All I'm saying is that human nature gonna rear its head.
Maybe for them, but not for me. Not if I'm
Right.
treating it a certain way.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
Well,
I would
no.
have to
Well, if
go
you
in
treat
it
it
level headed.
like I'm saying, if you treating it
Mm-mm.
that way, right, and y'all got the level of understanding, and everybody got one foot in,
Right.
one foot out, then that's one thing. But if everybody 10 toes down with this understanding that we all love each other on the same level, that's when the
Mhm.
problems come in.
And
Let me
if the
bring
problems happen, that's when you have to decide whether you stay in it or leave.
Right.
let,
I agree 100%.
let me bring
Okay.
Juanita in. Let me bring Juanita in, and then I'm gonna come back to you, Tommy, and Pretty Eyes. But Pretty Eyes, she ready to go, meaning she wants to be in that type of relationship. But I'm
No,
gonna
I
come.
just want to be in a relationship that yeah, period. Like
That's
I'm done being alone.
Right.
Right.
But
Right.
if that's all I can get, I'll take it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I want you to stay right there. And I'm gonna bring you and Tommy back in at that come with Juanita, but I want you to stay right there. You're ready for that. But come on, Juanita. I'm gonna come back to
Okay,
you.
so
Come on.
my question is this. So what if you have a poly relationship, poly marriage or whatever, and there are kids involved and something go wrong or something ain't right and the person want to pull out? How would you go about that when you got children involved?
See,
Now, see that you have to put
I'm too old
everything
to
on
have
the
kids,
table
so
when you talk about these type of things because of, I mean, even though I know you probably have to have a discussion, but what if it happened?
But it worked like that all the time. Only thing I gotta say about that is because Juanita, I know Middle Eastern men with 4 and 5 wives and 16 kids. Okay, that's the culture that they grow up in. So it's a level of understanding that look, this just the way it is. It's just like like us, that's not the culture that we grew up in, and that's a nuance that I have everybody like what? What? No, no, no. I can't. I never could be me. Never could be me. But listen, in certain parts of the world, that is a standard. So
and
it
that's
works.
go ahead, Tom. But and that's the focus on. We're not wired in the United States of America. We're just not wired that way. Now, once we, get some knowledge and understanding of certain things, then we see it for what it is. But like Tommy said, in the Middle East, that's just how they're wired. In a
Right,
lot of
but
countries, come on, Juanita,
but
come on, Juanita.
but I'm saying if it's like this guy with these 4 wives, right, and things go so he divorcing her, but what if she don't want to divorce the rest of them? How would that work?
I don't know, because when it comes to that in the court of law, I don't know. And I don't want to put out no bad information when it comes to the court, when it being in the court of law. So I couldn't, answer that question. But
maybe they do. Maybe they do it just like a single. When a couple breaks up and they have a child involved, the man leaves.
let me,
Eh,
because I need this, let me salute Tiara. Salute Tiara Latrice. Appreciate you for pulling up, Tiara Latrice. I see you down there. Who else? I forgot. Prettiest eyes. I said salute prettiest eyes. My bad. I see y'all down there.
that's
So
my twin.
Nicole's
But
down there too.
I got it. Salute again, Nicole. Salute everybody.
yeah, but you have to understand, it's just not y'all as a couple no more. As a
Wait a minute,
group now.
Juanita. I need to get
Go
this
ahead.
out.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Tiara, they striking everybody page. They struck my page. All my videos got deleted. Everybody pages is getting struck. And it seems like the quiet ones that ain't bothering nobody, it seems like we're the ones that's getting struck. Hold your head up, Tiara Latrice. I'm in the same predicament that you're in. Miss Parker was in that same predicament as well. Thank for God that her page got back monetized, but we all in the same boat. For all the content creators that's out there, please be careful with your channels. They coming for everybody. Hold your head up, Tiara. Hold your head up, Latrice.
Yeah, you
Okay.
too tripping.
So what I wanted to speak on when it comes to the polygamy relationships. Now, the young ones, mainly the young ones, a lot of the young ones, and I've seen some older ones, but the young ones, they doing their thing. And this is one thing that as older people, we need to start doing, because we was once young before, right? And we know that we had a lot to teach our parents and older people. Just because they're young don't mean they don't know what they're talking about, or they don't have game to put us up on. Watch how the young people move. Watch how the young folks move. They moving differently from how we're moving. And I'm going to tell y'all how they're moving different from us. And I give flowers to them for the way they move. They don't got no cut cards. They don't got no shame. It is what it is with them. Like, some of the things that they do, I disagree with. Like when they come to social media and commit a crime on social media. Nah, I ain't following that. I ain't doing all that. But, and then I'm going to bring everybody in. I watch how they move with this polygamy thing. And I'm going to talk to you, Tommy. You come in first, and then I'm going to have everybody else come in. Go back, Tommy. And y'all know, ladies, I'm not mocking the ladies. I'm not disrespecting the ladies, but y'all are aware of the group home girls. Now, go back, Tommy. Me and you. Now, in my opinion, I'm going to just speak for me. In my opinion, if we were seasoned vets, if we knew what we know today, you pretty much already know how we would have been moving with them. Yes or no?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, come on in, Tommy. Come on in.
See, I mean, but you gotta understand, we was basically kids, and our level of understanding at that time was sex. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I said, not to cut you off, that's why I said, with us being seasoned vets today, all right, come on, Tommy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, then the day I would have done something big with them. You know what I'm saying? But back then, I ain't had a mental capacity to even understand what was in front of me and what was at play. You know what I'm saying? But today, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they would have been busting chops. But
Busting chops, Tommy. Busting
man, you
chops.
set me up.
I had to.
Busting chops.
I had to. I had to lay my.
They must been some mean home group. Group home girls must be some group home girl must be some mean girls.
Juanita and Miss Parker, y'all don't let that man set me up like
Juanita.
Hey, I'm just here. I'm just a listening ear at this moment, Tom. I can't
Innocent
help 'em.
bystander.
I mean, they must have loved y'all. Y'all feeding hot dogs and water hole water.
You know,
Something going on with them group home girls.
you know they gonna roast me in the chat, right?
That's a damn shame.
Thanks,
It was
Pee-wee.
an honest answer, though.
Miss Parker and Pee-wee done it. So you owe Pee-wee and Miss Parker.
Oh my God, man!
So
You really
y'all
set
was
me
in a poly relationship back then and didn't even know it. Ain't that something, Miss Parker?
Yeah, they was. Yeah, they was, Juanita.
They
Yeah,
was
they
in
was.
a whole poly relationship. This past
Tierra said, I came in late, but are y'all pro poly or against it?
Miss Polly, that was a puff Pete kind of party there. Puff pass P. I'm gonna say this. I'm not against it and I'm not for it, but I could see the other side to it. You know what I'm saying? As far as the financial part of it, but I don't know. I fear the Lord, so I fear what God might do to me. And like I said, because I've been married for 13 years now, it'd be a whole different mindset for me.
Right.
So what y'all feel about
Yeah,
Amanda said
because-
she thinks polygamy started from religion, not emotions or sex?
And
I
it's like,
think they're full of lies. Oh,
I don't know, but like I
Go
said,
ahead, Portrait Twin.
uh,
Go ahead, Juanita. I'm sorry.
back in the Bible days, that's how it was, back then. But like I said, we're in a new era now, so I don't know if it would be all about religions at this point. I see it's more for about natural gain than a religious standpoint. And I digress.
What was you gonna say, Portrait Twin?
I just think it's a bunch of lies. I just think a lot of them are hypersexual people.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
um, and that's what they're into.
See, once again, when you look at it from the biblical stance, when you look at it, you can see and just go back to the Bible. God was always telling them he's going to make them powerful. He's going to make them great by what? By multiplying your seed. So, of course, hold tight, y'all. I don't know if I'm experienced. Some of us are for the polygamy tiara. Some of us are against it. So it's half and half. Miss Callie, of course, is for it. I'm for it. But you can see, even in biblical days, it was always business gain, financial gain, however you want to perceive it. But especially with us as Americans, we have to understand how it's set up here in the United States. Now, we know that a lot of things in the United States is set up wrong. The justice system, marriage. Now, let's stay there. Let's stay there. Because in the United States, marriage only benefits who? The
The
women.
wife and husband.
The women in divorce. If
Yeah, and divorces.
right. So that's what I'm saying. So why is it an issue for a polygamy relationship? Why it isn't an issue to get married? But look at the divorce rate with 1 and 1 being married. So you mean to tell me, come on, whoever that was, come on.
Yeah, you're right if you're looking at it like that. But like I said, laws have changed, Saint.
Right. See, I'm with you, Juanita. I'm with you 100%. I'm with you. I'm with Tommy. I'm with y'all. I'm with Miss Parker. I'm with y'all. If I got me and Miss Parker, if I got feelings, this my wife for 13 years, we ain't doing it.
Exactly.
I got feelings. This is when you and Tommy, with y'all words come into play. I got feelings. It's my wife. I ain't sharing her with nobody.
Right.
And I know she gonna feel the same way about me. But if it's not my wife, and if it's somebody that I just met, it is what it is, because you said it. Me and Tommy and Pee Wee, we was already in polygamy relationships back in the days. We ain't know.
Yeah, y'all was in a full blown one. There ain't no doubt in that one. Y'all was in a full blown one.
What you say?
I tell Pee Wee, we was in a poly relationship with them group home girls.
I knew I
And
was
we
in
didn't
trouble.
even know it.
I knew I was in trouble when I seen Miss Parker had Pee Wee down at the bottom of the screen. I said, Lord have mercy. They get ready to roast me. P, we should have never told y'all about them group home girls.
That's okay though. We family. It's gonna get out. We knew something was wrong.
What you say?
So, E. Nicole said the laws changed because of the blue people.
Right. Now we can definitely chop it up about that and why they changed those laws, because I mean that was our power. That's how we rule, you know.
Yeah.
But they made it now our very own nature, the power that we have, they stripped it and took it from us because they know.
Well, because white people abused it.
There you
They
go.
abused it. I'm just being honest.
There you
They
go.
abused it.
Yeah,
There
they
you
did.
go. There you go.
And that's why things are the way they are now. Because I told you, it's not made for us. It wasn't designed for us.
There you go.
And then it never should be that way. It should be for all people, not
It
just
shouldn't be that
one.
way,
Yeah,
but you have to realize, look who's in power. Look,
I know.
look,
I know.
you know what I'm saying?
Right. I know. I mean, but I can take a look at it, and I can see where white people have abused um their quote unquote privilege,
Right, right.
and it has made it harder for everyone else, and it's not okay.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
mean, with so like I said, I'm in a state where polygamy was legal at one time. The reason why it's not is because they would marry underage women and they would start doing predatory things, start domestic violence, all sorts of stuff because the women would stay at home and the man would only go to work.
Right. In some places, it's
Is
still the same.
it? Oh, can I ask a question? What kind of problem do the ladies got with staying at home and the man going to work?
I don't think it's so much of a problem, Tommy, but I think in this day and time, you know, I say for myself, let me just speak for me. I love working. I don't even mind working. I needed to have something to do because I can come bored real fast. Staying
No,
home, cleaning the
no.
house and cooking, okay, that's good and fine. I do that and still do a job and make sure my husband good. So I don't have a problem staying home. That's why
'Cause
I'm at now per
my
se.
wife
But
didn't have a problem with it
but
either. She ain't
listen,
had no problem with
okay,
it.
can I finish my point?
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. My bad.
Okay. I ain't never have a problem with it. But I like working. I like being independent. I like doing things for myself. And that's the reason why I work. Is that is that me or who that? Oh,
That might
I
have been
didn't
Tom.
mind it.
That was
But
Tom.
now that I'm retired, I'm home. So it's not a problem. It's like what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it.
I don't mind being at home, and
Sorry, y'all. That was my son.
and whoever whoever I'm with goes out and gets married. I mean, goes out and works. I have no problem with that. But in order for us to be more stable in the relationship financially, if I have to go out and work, I'll do that.
Exactly. That's how it is. And then if he like now where he at, I mean, with my retirement money and his and my pension and him and his job and his income, we good.
Let me get him something to eat. 11 o'clock at night. They ain't feed my damn son.
I'm gonna mute
Thank
you
you,
for right
Frank.
now, Tom.
Thank you, Frank. But like I said, but if a woman wants to get out and work, I feel that's her prerogative. That's what she should do. And if it's discussed with her mate, it shouldn't be a problem. Now, if a guy wanted to say he want to be the man of the house and take over everything and fit the house financially, that's not a problem either. But times are hard now. You can't barely make it on one income.
Right.
That's
Right.
facts.
I
Yeah, and with
mean,
the
I mean,
old, oh,
listen,
sorry.
I mean, I get it, right? Like, if his income not enough, but what about when his income is plenty enough? See, the thing is, like, I used to talk to my wife about that, like, and she used to just be like, well, if you listen to women, most of them just waiting for something to go wrong. I don't think something gonna go wrong. I'm gonna make sure it go right. And that was her attitude, our whole relationship, our whole marriage. That was her attitude. Like, I trust that you gonna make it. Make sure you've been doing it this long. Why would I think anything different that gonna happen today? And then once I start listening, it to what the I think it all come from a standpoint of fear. Like, they just don't trust men, and I'm like, bro,
I,
you and
I
if
don't
you
think
trust
it's a
men,
I don't think it's that, Tommy.
Yeah, I
you
don't
know,
think it's that either.
because I hear him and
I
they be
don't think
like,
it's
well,
that,
what if
Tommy.
this happened? Well, what if that happened? And I'm like, well, then you don't believe in them.
No, but I don't think that's the case in all cases, Tommy. There might be some cases in few, but not all cases, Tommy. I think
Right,
when a man and a woman have a mutual understanding, a mutual agreement in their relationship and what works for them, they're gonna do what works for them. If a
right,
man decided he want a woman to be home to take care of the house and the kids and he fits all the bills, then that's what it be. If a
right,
man decided, baby, I want you to go ahead and get that 9 to 5, whatever, and help we can pull these bills and we can get a lot more further, then that's what it would be. So I
right,
don't think that's in all cases. I trust my husband to the fullest, whether I was home or not. But the bottom line is this: I wanted to work, make my own money, and do what I needed to do to help pull him along the way, and we helping each other. Now, when the
right,
time came, and I'm saying, okay, I had 30 years in the industry, 30 years of working on my job, physically, emotionally, I wasn't able to keep going because my I have health issues. So I said,
right.
baby, I'm gonna go ahead and retire next year. So how we
Okay,
gonna do this? So we sat down, we came out with a plan. He said, all right, if you feel like you need to retire, go ahead. We just gonna keep it going. However you want to do it. I said, now if I retire, I'm grabbing my retirement, my social security, my pension, and we gonna keep rolling.
okay, okay.
So it's a mutual understanding between the two when it comes to them type of situation. It's not the fact that I didn't trust him to go out to make the money and take care of the house. He could do that. Yeah, he could do that on his own. But it's my choice if I wanted to work or not.
Right,
So everybody have choices. Now, what you done in your relationship with your wife is what you done in your relationship with your wife. But I don't believe every woman don't want their man to be the man of the house and don't want to work. Hell, when I was working, I was like, okay, time gonna come when it's time for me to sit home, then I'm gonna sit home. Right now, I don't want to go work for nobody. Only person I want to work for is my damn self.
Well, Needy, let me
Oh,
slide in, y'all. I got two new panelists. I got Nicole, and I got Tiara. I got to get them in. I'm gonna let you come in first, Tiara, and then you come in after her, Come on, Tiara. Salute, Tiara.
hey,
Good,
ENT.
good evening. Good evening.
Hey
I just
y'all.
wanted to ask who told him that women didn't want to stay home? What did he read online? What statistics did he read? Who did he survey says? Who went on Family Feud and told this man that women
Didn't want to
didn't
stay
want to
home.
stay home, cook meals, watch all my children eat some donuts,
Just
have a bag of pork rinds and just make sure the house is clean. Who can I ask who informed you of that or said
I
such
want to know that too.
snapple factors? Yeah, I want who said that?
Yo, I be listening online, and these women, I be like, yo, what the hell are they talking about? Well, what if he leave? What if he decide to do this? What if he become abusive? What if this? And I'm like, yo, what is where is all of this coming from?
Them sound like little girls. Some don't sound
Yeah,
like women.
hello.
No,
salute. Yeah,
they be women.
salute.
They
Yeah.
be women. They be
They're
older
not
women.
they're not confident in themselves. That's what that is.
And
You know,
don't
they
say because she's a
definitely
woman,
be women. They be older women too.
but
So
don't say because she's a older woman, she's not mature. You
let me
got
say
women
something.
who have aged.
Let me just say something. Let me ask something. So I take it that Tiara and E, y'all with that staying home.
Hell yes, son. Where's the
I already do
applications?
that. I already do that. It's 2024. Might well say we got a few days.
Oh,
I make a lot of money in these four walls.
I
okay.
know that's right, E.
Now let me ask y'all, since y'all new to the panel, let me ask y'all, Tiara and E, are y'all for a polygamy relationship?
I'm gonna let Tierra go because my answer a little long. Go ahead, boo.
Listen, I like whatever other people like. If that fits your life and you can handle the responsibility that comes with that, who am I to sit up here and say, don't do it? You know what I'm saying? Because like I was saying in the chat, like if we really go back in time, polygamy was mentioned in the Bible. How do you think we were able to procreate and build nations at the pace that we were able to? So apparently, at some
Amen.
point, kings were doing it. Regular shepherds. Everybody was doing the most holiest people, the prophets, and all that had to have done it at some point. So Adam and Eve had to do it. They chose that. If we really go by creation in the story that there is. So I don't know when it got dismantled and people didn't think that you could do it, but I do think that people in this day and age look at it irresponsibly. They look at it as an opportunity to I can smash this person then be with this person. Like they look at it from a lustful standpoint versus trying to build a solid foundation and continue a legacy. So I have an issue with you're not approaching it in a mature way. You're just looking as a means to just explore, and how they said and come into America, soil your royal oats. Like, no, this has to be for a purpose. Do you feel like your legacy is dying down? Do you feel like there's nothing left to your legacy? Do you feel like you want to build from there and there's a mutual understanding? I mean, let's talk about it. But I still want to ask the question, where's the applications for the stay at home? Where is that?
She talking to you, Tommy.
Where is that?
So you know what I'm
Where's
saying?
the paperwork?
I wish pretty ass didn't leave.
Hey, but and I know men like me. You know what I'm saying? Who listen, I would never desire my wife to work. You know that I don't know. I just think listen. I think stress made for shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Let me worry about everything else. You just worry about me. Hold on, fam.
Tiara, let me just ask you this, and it's off topic. What they get you for?
Violating community standards.
Because they got me for reused content. Then,
But Tiara, are you sure though?
Am I sure of what?
You sure that that email that was sent to you was sent from YouTube? Because I sent you something in the DM. I had said in the chat to check when the live is over with. I got a fake email today, y'all, saying that YouTube took my page down.
wow, so they really coming after everybody.
It's scammers though, as well though. All of the messages aren't YouTube. Right. It's people who are haters for real. They don't like the positivity. They don't like the collaborative energy that's going on. And I guess they thought, since you see my email up there, They sent that email, the fake message. That's not even what my YouTube email is under.
Wow.
So trick
And
no good.
Shank, I sent you something last night about the bogus email from they sent me to YouTubers trying to silence the content creators.
Yeah, but Tierra, if you need my help getting your page back, you know I got you.
Cause Tierra, Nicole, me, we don't even do no scratching. We don't be doing none of that. But like, that's why I was like, y'all got hit too. And over 500.
Let me backtrack because I was definitely scratching recently.
Okay.
I was and if it was for a personal reason though, like it wasn't just like I'm a pick with somebody. Like no, I had personal reasons. I did 3 scratches, and on the 3rd scratch, I was out. So I accept responsibility, but it was just on some real personal stuff where people did some real cold-hearted, and they contacted the Daily News to try to make me reopen my mouth about my trauma with my mother, and I found out who did it. So I went off, and from there, here we are.
You definitely can get your page back. That them little emails is not the end all be all.
Let me ask you this, E. Okay, and I'm still waiting for YouTube to respond. Over 500, all my videos got wiped out.
Wow.
You go to my channel, they gone. Only 2 left out of 500.
Well, you know what that's for when it comes to you. Like I said, when it comes to us truth tellers, us people that really stand for something, but there's always loopholes, and I do have somebody on my team that can help get y'all pages back. We just got to see what's going on, because it's not what you know, it's who you know. You just got to connect to the right people.
Right.
Is we following each other on Instagram, E?
I think so. I think so. My IG is esessions.inc. I'll put it in the back chat for you.
With Shank, if she following you, can you send her what I sent you?
Yes.
Cause I came across it last night, and it was some very informative information about that.
Well, listen, when y'all get
I came up here because Prettiest Eyes, because I don't want her to take anything I'm saying the wrong way about my opinion on the subject.
Go ahead, E. My bad. Go ahead, E.
Well, first of all, I'm definitely tag teaming Tommy with Tierra, because who said that we all want to stay home? I've seen somebody in the chat say they wish that they could stay at home. You know what I'm saying? But everything I do from home is my legit businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally feel like anybody of color shouldn't be working, period. If you making money and need to be with something that you love to do, you can always turn your passion into a money getting operation. That's how I feel about that. Now about the poly thing, me personally, I was tricked into it. I was with somebody for 2 years before they told me that they were married. I walked away initially because I felt like, that's not how I was raised or whatever like that. But I actually went home and I made a list of the goods and the bads. The goods outweighed the bads at the time. So I said, you only live once, and I tried it again. But the problem was, nothing substantial can be built on a weak foundation. So because it started with lies, you know what I'm saying? There really was no comeback for that. But it wasn't a bad situation altogether. However, since I was the favored woman, like Tommy was speaking about, it got ugly and I end up leaving, but I am actively being stalked by that man now. Right. Now, as far as our culture, I feel like it's a Americanized thing. Like, if you look at other countries, they have poly relationships. I think that what Tierra said is 100% true. A lot of people over here, they look at poly and all they think is sex. When sex, regardless of what type of relationship you in, should only be the cherry on top. Everything else was supposed to keep you together. The loyalty, the honesty, the bond y'all have. Poly is I don't know how free I can talk on here. Like, can I?
Just as long as you don't use profanity, you good.
Oh, that's gonna be hard. Okay, let me see.
Girl, you got this.
Um, I like this situation because with it was two women, of course, and the guy, and so me and her split duties though. You feel me? Like I was we had a bar at the time. I work on the entertainment side, so I ran the bar and stuff like that. She made sure the kids were straight. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when I come in, because we had an after hour, we didn't close till 6, 7 in the morning. I don't want to cook. She got the cooking though. You know what I'm saying? So the kids are not going without homework, washing clothes, or I might not want to slob tonight. You do it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a team. It's not about sex. Of course, sex is part of any relationship, but if any relationship is based on sex, it's not gonna last. So I think people be real confused about what poly is really about. As far as pretty eyes, though, I honestly feel like you know, the other side, I'm rubbing my hand, rubbing my complexion. The other side,
I get it. I get it.
they're already intimidated by who we are, period. So take a black man, they already don't like you, they already don't respect you. Then you show up with about 4, 5 bad ones on your side, and they love you and they gonna ride for you because don't nobody ride like a black woman. I don't care what nobody says.
Say that part again for the people in the back.
When a black woman love, a black woman love. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we love too long, but that's a whole different conversation. But they already intimidated by you. So then they see you with beautiful women. They all love you. They all respect you. Your children are beautiful. They don't want that happening if they can't get a part of it. Then they started doing it, and I felt like what Pretty Eye said, they fed their sick fetishes with that, with all these little kids and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like poly just has a bad name because when it was brought over here, what they did with it.
Right. They turn the trajectory of it and turn it into what they want it to be.
I think that's how it got sexualized as well. Like the thinking on it.
How much is the bag? Yes, how much is it?
Yeah, I agree because you know the age-old saying it take a village to raise a kid. You know, it take a village. It really does. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm not saying everything is for everybody. You know, everybody have a choice to decide what type of relationship they're in. But I feel like until you know, do a little research and see what the perks are, you can't knock it until you try it. Like I know that's so cliche to say, but it's really real because before I was in that situation, you know, watching Jerry Springer, watching Maury, it was a whole bunch of I would never do this and I would never do that. And then I found myself in this situation. I was already in love with him. I was with him for 2 years.
Oh, okay. That was my question. I was gonna ask you how long. But see, y'all fresh. To me, that's fresh up, you know.
But him and this wife with my quotation fingers up was together since they was like 18. This happened when I was in my 30s.
Oh, okay.
So of course it goes into what Tommy was saying earlier as far as the, you know, I feel like in that situation, me and her both settled for something we didn't really want to be a part of because we loved him, but it would never work because we don't like each other. I don't like girls.
See, it wouldn't work for me because I've been immersed for 13 years, so it wouldn't be something we would introduce into our relationship.
I'm the same. I don't like girls, but hey, I have best friends. I could, you know, if the communication, we were all on the same level, I could probably do it.
I would do it again if it started in honesty. You know what I'm saying? It got to start in honesty. I I respect what Miss Juanita said, but I feel like you just never know. Like, y'all might make y'all little girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? She a built-in little housekeeper. You never know. I'm telling you.
That's true. That's true.
You don't want
Don't
to
do
get in.
that.
Hey, baby,
Don't
can you
do
go
that,
make us
E.
some sandwiches? Baby, can you go make us some sandwiches? Did y'all
Look,
see this?
hey,
Listen, did y'all see that clip of Sherry Shepherd? She was talking to a comedian, and she's in
yeah.
her 50s or 60s, I think, and she just married somebody who was 16 years younger than her. She said, "How do it work?" She fell on that stage in the split.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna be worried about it in a couple years. Just come check on me. So you might want your little girlfriend around. You know what I mean? A free home health aid. There you go.
But yeah, I just wanted to say, like, you don't have to bite your tongue around me because I know the injustices that I hate calling them my people because they're not my people, but my race has done.
You know I ain't gonna bite my tongue, but because I rock
Yeah.
with you, you know I don't want something that I say to offend you. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
it don't offend me because if it doesn't apply, I let it fly.
That part. See, that's why I rock with you. But you know, I gotta put it out there. You know.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Let me take this.
We
Hold on.
we
Let me take this quick comment. I'm gonna come back to you, Tommy. Salute, Tracy. Tracy says, I think it could be good for young families raising children, but communication and boundaries are absolutely necessary. Polygamy does not have to mean the women are laying with each other at all.
Exactly.
Facts. Come on, Tommy.
Exactly.
Come on, Tommy.
Exactly.
I think
Exactly.
with the polygamy, like my whole thing is it just depends on the people who decide to get involved with this. All right, and like I said, what level of understanding do everybody got? Is everybody willing to hear? Is everybody willing to adhere to what they agreed to do? Is you know, but my whole thing is what happens when human nature take its course. Because, bro, it's impossible for you to love all of them the same. Do y'all, first of all, ladies, can y'all agree with that? That it's impossible for him to love everybody on the same level?
I'm gonna say it would be impossible for a woman or a man to love anybody on the same
Right,
level. But I feel
right.
like you can't love them in the same way. You love them differently. It don't make it less more important though. You know what I'm saying? Like you love everybody differently because they give you different things. But like for me, I'm a Scorpio, so when I want to be up under my man, I want to be up under him. But when I want my space, I need my space. So I feel
Come on
like
now, E.
Yeah, but
what's
that's
the
not the way
difference?
men move. Men don't move like that.
Come on, Team
But
Scorpio.
what's the difference between a woman? Okay, so you know women, y'all all on this panel right here and in the chat. Y'all have heard women who have been cheated on and refused to leave. So would you want to be cheated on with a female? You don't know who she is. You don't know who she's having relations with. You don't know what her standards and moral, even cleanliness is. What's the difference between that and whether somebody you actually know and you got a bond with her too?
I mean,
I'd
I
rather,
think. Oh, go ahead.
honestly, I'd rather have a bond with the girl.
See?
No, I can't even
I don't
speak on
want no
that.
stranger around, like especially if you have a child with that person. You don't want some strange woman around your child and you don't know who they are or whatnot. I'd much rather it be somebody that I had a connection with.
Y'all
Now
hold
I'm not champion for either one. I'm just asking questions.
hold tight for a second. I want to take a younger person's opinion. Now, Timmy is in her 20s. She says, me and my boyfriend will not even cross that line. She says, we're in our mid-20s. This is Miss Parker's daughter. She also says, Marquise said he ain't doing it because he could do what he has to do to hold his own relationship down.
I just say
It's
live
not
a
for
little bit
everybody.
longer.
That's
And
why I
that's
said I said that's what I said early. If it works for you, then fine. That's good. Everything that works what works for one person won't work for another. You understand what I'm saying?
Let me
So-
ask this question before I come to everybody to give their last words. Do y'all think we need to do a part 4? Or do y'all think we pretty much covered the polygamy relationships? What do y'all think? Should we do a
I'm
part
sorry,
4?
y'all missed 2 and 1.
Yeah, you missed it.
Okay, you got,
That's your
you
answer,
got.
Shank.
Go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. We could do a part 4, you know. But I think we should come up with another scenario to base it around, though.
Okay. Juanita, pretty
Oh, yeah,
eyes.
I mean, this would be a topic that you would never come to a conclusion of, because, like I said, y'all did y'all poly relationship. So I'm just saying.
I knew she was coming.
I mean, it wouldn't even matter to me whether you do it 4 or not, but it's still a topic to be had.
Timmy says add us to part 4. Now
I was
that
just
would
about
be
to
coming,
say.
that would be coming from
The
a
young
younger
people,
person's
yeah,
perspective. They're in their mid-20s. Now,
that'll
if
be
Timmy,
good.
if you and Marquise is willing to pull up for part 4, I'll do a part 4. That way we get it from younger person's perspective. Salute, biggest. Salute, biggest. Appreciate you for pulling up, biggest. Any last words before we get out of here, Juanita?
Yeah, I'm glad I got the chance to talk to you.
Yes, me too.
Yes, and no, Frank, I just want to say, good topic, great discussion. It gave me a little more insight on what a poly relationship is. But like I said, it's not for me, because the way my mind's set up, I might become jealous, and that's not going to work. So, like I said, what works for somebody is good for them, not for me. But that's where I'm at with this.
I appreciate you, Juanita.
Appreciate you, Shine. Take care of yourself.
You too.
Okay, Juanita. Good night, babe.
Good night.
Stay blessed, Juanita.
Any last words, pretty eyes? I keep getting y'all mixed.
I
Pretty eyes.
know that's my twin, but anyways, I appreciate you letting me come on. And honestly, I would love a part 4, but I would also not just from the monogamy side, but also if we could find somebody that's in a poly relationship, I would like to see both dynamics like that. I think that would be like the best way I could make up my mind, because I'm not for it and I'm not against it. I'm still undecided, but hey, a one-on-one relationship hasn't worked for me. Who's to say, that might work for me? So, but I appreciate Miss Parker for letting me come on. You, Shank. Tommy, you take care, and stay blessed, hon.
Thank you.
Okay,
You too,
you
boo.
too, babe. Enjoy
Appreciate you,
your
pretty
hot
eyes. Any last words, Tommy?
Yeah, Shank. I wouldn't mind doing a part 4. We can go over and add some different scenarios to it, make it not the same, because hey, this right here, this could go on. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about how we gonna lay it down and proceed with it. That's all. But look, I love y'all. One love, Miss Parker. One love to the Rock Squad. And Shank Rock, you already know I'm gonna be getting at you in the AM. And look, everybody, enjoy your holidays. Take it easy.
I appreciate you, Tommy. Love you too. Save you for last, E. Nicole. Take us home.
Well, first I want to say thanks for having me. I rock with you and Miss Parker, and the whole squad too. I definitely wish I would have knew that it was a part 1 and a 2. I definitely would have came through. I'll definitely be here for a part 4 if you would have me. Because I think that these conversations need to be talked about, because I feel like a lot of people are closed-minded to a lot of things, which keeps them unhappy.
Yeah.
I think that in relationships, we have to remember to have an open mind. Always keep your standards, but have an open mind and be flexible. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I agree. Flexible. Open mind and be flexible.
Yeah, for sure. Because when you love somebody, that's what it calls for is flexibility and understanding. So I'll definitely be here and salute to everybody.
I'll make sure, now that I'm following you on Instagram, I'll make sure I send you the link personally.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I appreciate you, E.
All right.
All right. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. Once again, polygamy relationships. This was part 3. Part 2 is on Miss Parker's channel. Part 1 is on my Shank Rock Films channel. Part 4, I'm going to, if I don't do it tomorrow, I'm definitely going to do it Saturday. Make sure if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you are following me on my Facebook group at Justice for All. That way I can personally send you the link to the polygamy relationship part 4, or even just check my community wall as well as Miss Parker's community wall. Salute everybody, and I'll see everybody on the next demonstration. Hope everybody have a blessed evening and hope everybody have a blessed morning. Salute everybody.